we gotta talk about this shit, bro. The Diddy shit, bro. We gotta talk about that Diddy dog, bro. It dropped on Netflix by 50 Cent, bro. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. There's a lot of even more allegations dropped in that shit, bro. The crazy shit to me, let's talk about the crazy shit to me with the Lil Jon shit. Bro, how can you tell me? So you tell me you with a nigga for 2 years, you was feeling like you getting fucked. For 2 years, you with a nigga that you know and you getting fucked. So like low key, I'm starting to think that nigga gay. I listen to this shit. Cause that's why I be thinking like a lot of this shit is allegations, bro. Like some of this shit, y'all niggas was doing this shit for the money. And this shit showed me like a lot of people do a lot of shit just for the money and just to be in position and be have that fame, bro. That's so true, bro. It's really like all the conspiracies and shit. Niggas talk about Hollywood and shit. Just like some shit that we already knew type shit is coming out, bro. But I want to ask y'all this, bro. I'm a little mad at 50 Cent because, bro, black on black crime, but it is what it is. We need the truth. I'm not going to hide the truth. I'll never be a nigga to hide the truth. This year of deny energy, 2025, year of deny energy as well. You know what I'm saying? 50 dropped his dog. I want to ask this though, why they not talking about every Epstein files? But I think it's some more Epstein. We seen this shit. I think it was like the same day or the day of the Diddy drop. Nigga, this is a distraction for real. Let me talk about that first, bro. This is shit a distraction. They dropped like a video of Epstein house of like the footage of Epstein Island, like the shit in there being in like on the island and like inside of the buildings and shit. That shit was crazy. I was like, bro, this shit a distraction. It's something deeper coming on, bro. Something deeper is really fucking finna happen, bro. But let's get back to the Diddy shit, bro. We gotta stop with just black on black crime, 50, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Diddy was wilding though, but just seeing how he first came up, bro, how he got into the game. No, I didn't know this dad was a drug dealer. I didn't know like they were like big. He went to private school. He was already pretty much had good money. He went to Howard, dropped out, decided to get into music. Really was like in music videos already in the industry, just dancing and shit. They had like he got allegation he raped somebody early on. Like this shit was already going on. Somebody had a music video. I forgot her name. She said she raped him, bro. But the beginning, it basically just shows how he built his empire and founded and leading Bad Boy Entertainment. Also, what's his name? Burgos. Keith. I think his name Keith Burgos. I did not know that he had somebody had like 25%. Keith Burrow. What's this shit called? Is his name Keith Burrow? Kirk Burrows. Okay, Kirk Burrows, y'all. Kirk Burrows, bro. He was a founder of Diddy. I mean, a founder with Diddy of Bad Boy and shit. I didn't even know that shit. He had 25%, and he eventually got that shit back. Diddy got that shit back. Pulled up on that nigga. Forced that nigga to get that shit back. That nigga ended up suing him in 2003, and they didn't even get shit back. Bro, that's like some real like they were talking about Suge Knight. They were like they talking about Suge Knight. This shit was the bad person the whole time. When Diddy, I see that shit coming. They said we talking about Suge. Nigga said Diddy bad, yeah. For me, like I would have been wild. Other niggas that like to live in the '90s, like just getting all this confirmation is so good. Like bro, imagine people that ain't get to live and experience this shit. Like having all the allegations, probably knowing. But it was like a lot of allegations and sexual misconduct, bro, in this shit. And I think the third or fourth episode, they started talking about a guy that him and Cassie had like a weird relationship. They were doing like some really freak off shit. That's what another thing I want to question. But I'm gonna break that down real quick. So there's this guy he was breaking down that like Cassie would call some was about him over. He went to a hotel for the first time, met him, and then like Cassie was looking good as shit, came with a robe or some shit to the door. He said that they want to please their husband. They get into like some different freaky ass shit, you know what I'm saying? And Diddy came down like covering his face and shit, trying to use a different voice and shit the first time. And like he would tell Cassie what to do and shit, like how to fuck this nigga, and he just like watching this shit. He like he like on some porn, like some porn shit, like he conducting this shit. And then the man that said he was, I think he was like a paid sex worker in a sense. He was a paid sex worker in a sense, really. I don't know what company he was working for, like a stripper or some shit. But like that nigga said that they used to collect his semen for like a while until he said something, and once he said something, they stopped doing it. But they said Diddy wanted that shit, so Cassie can eat. He liked her to eat and lick at that shit and put that shit on her and shit. I was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck are these niggas talking about? What the fuck, yo? what the fuck, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some freaky ass shit. That's some crazy shit. That was some crazy shit. That's just some freaky Diddy shit. I feel like, bro, Cassie ass should have been telling shit. Like, I would have ran first time, that shit. Like, as soon as the nigga whooped my ass a couple times, I would have been ran too. Like, I think that's something we gotta talk about. A lot of people, it's still people that's probably doing worse than him, bro. Right now, they're worse than him, nigga. That's in leadership. Think about the shit that gets all this shit coming out. Imagine the shit that don't come out. It gets under the rug. Even the Lil Jon shit. Lil Jon was talking about they allegedly that Diddy and his son shot somebody in the restroom at one of the studios, and like they should just it got swept over the rug. He told like they nigga was confident, not even worried about this shit. Like that shit, it's some real crazy shit, some Hollywood shit. And then, bro, so the second episode though, let's get into the second episode. The second episode went to the Pac and Biggie death and how like he kind of rose, he got even more fame, like and like how he didn't even pay for Biggie funeral, but it came out that Biggie, some people did work with Biggie said that's cap, so I'm not gonna say that that's all alleged, because a lot of this shit is alleged, bro. A lot of this shit not all, we don't know what's real, what's not, bro. Only people that know, feel me? So, and I want to, he was talking about basically just how he could, the Burgos, what's this nigga name again, bro? Not Keith Burgos, what's this nigga name? Kirk Burrows. Kirk Burrows said he really thought that Diddy, the co-owner Bad Boy, really thought that Diddy had something to do with the death of Tupac. The more that he think about it, because like a lot of shit, it was adding up to him. And he said basically just like even all this the Tupac and Biggie beef all started with the owners of the labels. The Suge with Suge Knight. I said Suge Knight and Diddy. So basically, they all started the beef. It started between them. That's what even Biggie mom said with an interview with somebody after Biggie's death. He said it's all stupid. It's all because of a war between Diddy and Suge Knight. So that shit was crazy as fuck to know that too. And then how Tupac, he really probably set up Tupac had to get shot, bro, at Quad Studios that day. How that shit, we already knew a lot of this shit, though, bro. A lot of this shit be like, it be playing out. And like Tupac was talking about, we heard some never heard, a lot of unseen footage, a lot of footage we never heard was in there as well. So I think that was very powerful as well, bro. 50 Cent did his thing, though, with this documentary. I watched it twice so I can get a lot of these facts right for y'all. It was real good. I ain't gonna lie, it was good, bro. That second episode though, but it like really breaking down that Diddy could have possibly paid for the hit and how he put a couple. It was like a song that nigga said, "I'll put 1 million on nigga head," and that the people that killed Tupac only got 500 because they ain't killed Tupac and Suge. Suge wanted Suge dead. It was like some shit that happened at some club or some shit happened that started the whole shit was when Suge Diddy was messing with Suge baby mama some shit, and then Suge pulled up, seen the nigga, and basically they killed one of Suge homies, bro. And then that shit, and then Suge had that nigga. They were finna kill Suge, but Suge had holding his nigga, and Diddy was like, it's okay, and shit. Whoop the whoop. If you watch this shit, you know what I'm talking about. Like, he was saying it's okay, and whoop the whoop, and this nigga like threatening to shoot that shit. And he said, it's not okay. The Suge said it's not okay, nigga. Tell your mama it's gonna be okay. Like, all that shit. And his man ended up dying, unfortunately. It's a lot of death just that happened around Diddy, bro. Even how he got into this shit. And then, bro, let's just talk about the media manipulation and that shit, bro. They said even like at the court case, like everything, a lot of this shit is media manipulation. You can see how easy it is to lie to people, bro, on the internet. Niggas can lie anything. Niggas can be horrible people, bro, and come on the internet and perceive to be good. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be doing fucked up shit. Niggas be hitting women, man, raping people, man, stealing kids, robbing, doing all type of crazy ass shit. Come on the internet, try to be a perfect person and put on this persona. And they doing real evil shit. So you gotta understand PR. Like they were like even at this court case, a couple of reporters like they seen a PR scandal of like a lot of Diddy teams just talking to people, bro. Even like now, bro, you get to think about that shit. It's AI bots and shit, bro. If you really want to get that shit, bro, you can get that. You can get niggas to AI bots to just everything that relates with the video. You can attack that shit. You really want to do that shit too. That's something that's new. But nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gonna get off the Diddy shit, bro. This shit just a good little segment, bro. Diddy ass freaky as hell, bro. That nigga tripping. Pray for my nigga, bro. Hopefully he get some Some shit right, bro. Let's talk about some